everybody, welcome to my yoga class. This is a power yoga class that you can follow along. Today I have a little pain in my lower back, so I see and I feel that I only can do what I can do. And always honor your body. Let's start. Coming to a seat in upright position, rounding, moving the spine a little bit back in a rounding position. Seated cat-cow, an arching position when you inhale, rounding the spine back. Inhale, arching, looking up. Exhale, round the spine, belly pulls in. And forward, inhale, arch your back. And do it a couple times more on your own breath. Just loosening up and feel how your body feels. Then come to a steady seat. Bring your awareness to your breath. Feeling your inhales. Feeling your exhales. Activating the bandhas. Mula bandha first. Moving pubic bone and sit bone towards one another. Tailbone lifts up. Lengthen the spine down, then go to your Uddiyana Bandha, lifting up towards the belly button and pull 2 fingers below the belly button, a little bit more the belly in. Bring the hands towards your heart, bow your chin towards the heart. Let your attention arise, or maybe you had already one in mind. Easy inhale, reach up those arms, look up. Exhale, open the arms. Interlacing the hands behind your back. Inhale, reaching. Maybe index fingers are loose. Maybe you can touch the floor. Look up. Exhale, round the spine forward. Take your arms with you. Inhale, roll to the crown of the head. Keep breathing here. Loosening up the shoulders. Finding the stiffness in the body, and slowly on your exhale, roll the buttocks onto the seat, and then inhale, arms sweep up, exhale, coming forward, and then sit your bum, rounding forward on an inhale, exhale, move your bum back towards your heels, inhale, round spine forward, exhale, arch the spine, move the buttocks back to the heels. Inhale, round. Exhale, moving back. Exaggerate the movement. Rounding spine forwards. Exhale, arching and move back. Round forward on the inhale. Exhale, moving back, tuck the toes under. And then the same exhale, you coming downward facing dog. Rolling forward on an inhale in high plank. Bend the knees. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Roll forward in a baby cobra. Exhale, rolling back, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, high plank, knees, chest, chin on your exhale. Inhale, full sip of air, upward cobra. Exhale, roll back over the toes, down dog. Walk your doggy out, find the right position for your feet. Maybe place the feet about mat width distance. Take the outside with your left hand, the outside of the right calf muscle. If the arm is bent, go lower towards your heel till the arm is straight and look under your right armpit. Maybe even bending on the exhale your left knee and then straightening on the inhale. Bending it again on the exhale. Straightening it again on the inhale. Place your hand back. Go to the other side, outside of the left calf muscle or lower towards the ankle. Look under your left armpit. Now this time the right knee bends. Release it. And bend it again. Feel the deep twist. And straighten it out. Place your right hand back, come in down dog. Step your feet hip width apart again. Look forward, start your inhale. Step or hop forward, halfway lift at the end of the inhale. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, root to rise the feet and the arms, sweep up sideways, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, root feet, arms come sideways, lengthen spine. Exhale, forward fold, one flow. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, empty out. Inhale, arch, arms come frontal and up. Maybe back bend slightly, any amount. Exhale, come back to forward fold. Move slow but steady. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms frontal, rise all the way to high mountain, maybe a little back bend, sweep the arms around, place the hands on your lower back, lifting up the spine, and then fold forward with the hands. Let the hands come around. Inhale, sweeping all the way back up to standing, high mountain. Exhale, hands in Samasthiti. Bending the knees, feeling your lower back. That's what I'm doing here. And now arching and rounding, so like cat-cow. Arch the back and pull the belly in, posterior tilt, anterior tilt, posterior tilt, anterior tilt. Then lengthen the tailbone towards halfway down the mat. Lift your sternum, lift the crown of the head nice and tall. A lot of space. Hand palms turn out. Inhale, sweep those arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back. Lower down your way. Inhale, coming up for upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, roll back, downward facing dog. So we go into the Surya Namaskara A. So take a couple of breaths here to settle into the pose. Feel your rhythm. Feel your breath. Pull in that belly button. So you have this empty space in between your hip bones, the hip points. Then at the end of your next exhale, bring your gaze forward. Step, hop or float forward. Halfway lift at the end of the inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Root to rise. Arms come sideways. Lengthen all the way up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, arms frontal, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward folds. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Settle your feet and breathe. Long neck. Push the floor away with your hands. Draw your heels towards the mat, but they don't have to touch. Lift up the kneecaps, nice strong legs. Exhale, gaze comes forward. Step, hop or float, and at the end of the inhale, you have the halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, arms rise frontal, rise all the way up, look up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Again, inhale, sweep frontal. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha, flat back. Exhale, step, hop or flow, Chaturanga. Inhale, full, fill the lungs with air. Exhale, move back in downward facing dog. Settle the feet, settle into your down dog. Find your ease, your rhythm, your pace, your freedom. Never push. Jump forward, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, root to rise, arms frontal, high mountain. Exhale, back to zero. Bend knees, come in Utkatasana, Surya Namaskara B. Exhale, fold forward, straighten knees. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, move back downward facing. Right foot steps forward, warrior one position on the inhale, arms rise, look up. Exhale, flow the hands down, framing front foot and lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, hips up and back. Roll over toes or tuck the toes. Left foot steps forward, right foot turns out 45 degrees. Arms sweep up, gaze up. Lengthen. Exhale, floating down in your Chaturanga. Inhale upward, open the chest, open the throat. Exhale, roll back, downward facing dog. 4 or 5 breaths. If you need to move, move. If you go for silence, then just go for silence. Doggy come to play here. Gives me little love. I like that. Now, on your next inhale, stepping forward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend knees, sit low, weight in the heels, Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, straighten legs, Samastitihi. Bend knees, scrape fingertips, sit low, arms rise. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, roll back, downward facing. Right foot steps in between the thumbs. Arms rise, back foot 45 degrees. Warrior 1. Exhale, flow it down, step down, make it fluid and sink. Inhale, open the chest, upward facing. Exhale, roll back, other side, left foot steps forward. Turn your right foot 45 degrees, arms rise, gaze up. Exhale, float those arms down, step back and lower, forward and down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, move back, downward facing. Breathe. Always feel free to move around a little, but always be aware of your breath. Move with the breath. Breath linked to movement. At the end of your exhale, then let's bring your gaze forward. Start the inhale. Finish the inhale when you have the halfway lift. Then exhale, fold. Empty everything out. Bend knees. Rise those arms. Sit low. Weight in the heels. Exhale. Hands to your side. Samastitihi. Sweep the arms sideways. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, jump back, lower down. Inhale, open chest, open throat. Gaze at the tip of the nose. Exhale, roll back to downward facing dog. Pedal it out and wait. Breathe. Right leg rising on your inhale. Point the foot. Open the hip this time and bend your right leg. Look under your right armpit. And now over your left shoulder, maybe you find a glimpse of your right toes. Lengthen the leg back to three-legged dog. Bring the nose and the knee in towards the nose. Inhale, step it through. Bend your left knee. Place it, reach those arms, low lunge. And now this time we're going to tuck the tailbone, round the spine a little. Feel the difference in your hip flexor on the left side. And then arch, lengthen. And now tuck the tailbone, round the upper back as well. Lengthen, inhale, and exhale, tuck. Inhale, lengthen. And now look up. On the exhale, sweep the arms sideways and around. And inhale, sideways and up. Exhale, down and around. Inhale, sweep up, create room. Exhale, arms going cactus. Arching your back, leaning the hips down and forward towards your front right heel. Exhale, framing the front foot. Lifting the back knee. And then right arm travels back, up and around. Twist into your right knee. Reach up. Exhale, walk to the left side of your mat and come in Skandasana on the left side or ice skater. Open the right arm, open it far as it can go. And then move back to the front of the mat, lifting on an inhale back to three-legged dog. And then the exhale, you step it back to downward facing dog. Other side. Left leg rising, keep the hips square. Now open hip, point the foot and open. Bend your top left knee. Look over your right shoulder. Maybe you find a glimpse of your toe. Turning it back, squaring the hips. Exhale, round the spine, move the shoulders in line with your wrist. Look forward, inhale, step it. Exhale, lower the right knee down. Untuck the toes. Sweep up on the inhale, arms rise nice and tall. And then here, rounding the spine, so tuck your tailbone and lifting. Tuck on the exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, all for good healthy hip flexors. Circle those arms around on the exhale. Sweep them back up on the inhale, look up. Exhale, bring them down again. And inhale, lift them all the way up. Exhale, cactus arms. Bring the elbows far back, gaze up. Arc the spine, the upper spine. And an exhale. Hands down, framing the front foot, lifting up the right knee. Left arm comes back to the right heel. Reach it up and around, look up to your left arm. And then from here, bring the arm forward, twisting to the right side of the mat. Go into Skandasana on your right side. Bring the right elbow into your right knee so it doesn't collapse. And lift this left arm on the inhale, out and around and then up, gazing up. Maybe do it a couple times. And then sweeping back to the front of the mat on the exhale. Inhale, sweep this left leg nice and high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, step it back. Down dog. Walk it out if you need it. Right leg lifts on the inhale. Point the foot. Open the hip on the exhale. Breathing here, squaring off the hips, knee to the nose. Step it through, lowering the left knee, sweep those arms up nice and high. Just lean forward, cactus arms this time only. Open chest, inhale, reach. Exhale, framing the front foot. Right arm reaches back, around. And now this time, turn your left arm out, making your left knee in a bent position, and take hold if you can reach and hold your left foot. Bring it in on an exhale and little pulses. Just keep breathing. Then letting the left leg go. Hands go on the inside and go in Skandasana on the left side. This time you can place the elbow. Don't place the hand on the floor. Just open, split the arms in two. Bring the arms crossed and move it back to the front of the mat, framing the front foot. Inhale, reaching the right leg up, three-legged. And exhale, place it back. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, open hips, stack the hips on top of each other. Breathing here. And stack it. Knee into the nose, roll forward, look forward, step the left foot in between the hands, lower the knee. Sweeping those arms on the inhale. At the exhale, cactus arms, those arms back and lifting the chest. Hand palms facing to the front of the mat. Breathe. Inhale, arms back. Exhale, frame the front foot. And then open the left arm out to the back foot. Maybe you can grab your toes from the right leg, moving it inward towards your buttocks. Be gentle. Just opening the front of your thigh, the quadriceps. Be always gentle, never force. Do it a couple times or hold it. Whatever feels best for you. Go with your own pace. Feel your body. Tuck the toes back, sweeping the arms to the front, moving to the right side along edge of the mat. Skandasana, open the arms, don't place the right hand down, but just split the arms in two and look up to your left hand. Open chest, strong legs. Moving back on the exhale to the front of the mat. Then inhale, sweep this left leg nice and high into three-legged. Exhale, place it back. Wiggle it out or go for silence. Right leg rising. Bend knee, come into the nose, move forward. Inhale, back to three-legged. Exhale, bend the knee and open it and bring the right knee to the outside of your right tricep. Then step your right foot next to your right pinky. We go to lizard pose. You have the option here to plant your left knee down or keep it lifted, whatever suits you today. And then just move around here. Feel where you can find room. Maybe the right elbow can sink down. Maybe the left hand can go out. Make a tall spine, not a round one. Maybe both elbows can go down. Reach the chest forward while you still keep moving. If you find that you need to plant the knee down, go. And then open the right arm and twist open to your right knee. Bring the right arm over. Bring it back down. And move it back to the front. Lifting up the left knee again. Wiggle it forward. Right arm turns. Turn it back forward. Our right arm turns back to the left ankle. Move it forward one more time. Open it up, sink your hip. Move it up and over. Lift your hips. Inhale. Exhale, move it down. Inhale, move it back to the front. And now move on the exhale into Skandasana, both arms. Open nice and wide. Maybe this time you can lower your bum even without using your hands. If it's in your practice, go for the bind. Looking over your right shoulder, keep the right leg nice and straight, foot dorsiflexed. Breathing, feel the twist. And then slowly move your gaze back. Don't use hands. Come back to Skandasana on the other side, framing the right foot, lifting on the inhale, three-legged dog, and step it back. Inhale, left leg rising. Exhale, left knee to the nose, move forward. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, open the knee, bring the knee in towards your left tricep and touch. Then step the foot next to your left pinky toe. Long spine, option to take the knee down, the right one, or leave it lifted. Maybe you can go further, left elbow goes down, the right arm, take the option that you took on the other side, it goes out to the side, and keep moving. Be aware of a long spine, reach the chest forward as soon as you can, or go back on the hands. Then opening the left arm out to the right leg, opening the chest, maybe moving it forward. Placing it back, taking your option back, lifting the right knee off, shifting forward and back, maybe coming back again, and then moving your left arm back to the right heel, and then inhale, lifting this arm up and over, lifting up your hips. I forgot it on this side, doesn't matter, maybe I come back to it. Oh yes, there it comes. Move your left arm up and around. Move it forward in a nice flow. Properly, and again. Open it out to the side and back to the front. Now this time open it out to the side. And then inhale, lift it over, lift your hips. And exhale, move it back to the front. One more time, open. Overhead. Move it back, move it to the front, and place your hands on the inside of the foot. Skandasana, walk to the right side, long side edge of the mat. Skandasana on the right side. Sit your buttocks down, split the arms in two and look over to your left hand. If you go for the bind, do it now. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, twist and turn. Keep your left leg nice and long. Active legs. So there's charged energy. Dorsiflex the foot. Press out of the heel and breathe. And let the clasp go. Moving back. Maybe you can do it without the hands and move to the front of the back. A mat. Inhale, lifting the left leg. Three-legged dog. Exhale, stepping it back. Knees down onto the floor and roll yourself up to a seated position and high up to the knees. Take your arms, bow into an egg. Inhale, hips forward, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, close the arms in front, come into the egg. Inhale, hips up and frontal arms up. Exhale, close those arms one more time. Inhale, hips forward, arms sideways and around. Take your time, rounding into an egg. Inhale, one more. Open and exhale, sweep those arms around. Now keep the hips hip width apart, tuck your tailbone under, move your hip points forward, place your hands in your lower back. Create room in your rib cage, for a lot of room between the hips and your ribs. Now move the hands down onto your lower back to guide the hips forward. Move your elbows towards one another so your shoulder blades move into your upper back and create a shelf. And go in a variation of Camel Pose. Then go down, hold on to your heels, crown of the head down, lifting on an inhale your buttocks away from the heels. Have long arms and hang on your heels with straight arms. Then roll back on the exhale. Inhale, coming all the way back up and coming into your variation of Camel Pose. So arch your back, look back. Breathe here, open the chest, strong arms. Push those heels down with your hands. And then coming back, head last. Sit your buttocks onto your heels and come in child's pose. Release. Maybe rolling the forehead over the mat. Let your shoulders relax next to your ears. And then plant your hands down. Knees together. Rounded spine. Come up to upright position and cat-cow again. Only one time. Move yourself into your downward facing dog on an exhale and walk your doggy out. Feel how the body feels. Then come to steadiness, maybe couple knee bends, make them deep, bring your chest really close towards your thighs and then start straightening the legs any amount. Right leg rises on the inhale. Exhale, step your right foot in between. Inhale, coming into high lunge. Make sure that you can twist open to the right side. Then from here, bring your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Go for a twisted variation. Hands in prayer. Lengthen the spine from heel to crown. Maybe split the arms in two. Moving back on the exhale into your easy twist. Inhale, reach those arms up to center. Exhale, open, different variation into your warrior two, but make a bow and arrow so the left arm follows the right arm over the chest and then extends. And then bring the gaze towards your right hand. Reverse your warrior. Bring the left hand down onto your left thigh. Look down or up, whatever it is. Belly is nicely drawn in, hips moving forward. Then go for a side angle, but with a variation. Place your right hand onto your right hip. So there's no support from your elbow, but if you need support, take it. Moving back to your reverse warrior. And this time no support from the hands, but take a bind. Then moving back to side angle. Inhale. Warrior two. Exhale, windmill those arms down, taking up the right heel and stepping forward on the inhale. Now this time, open the left foot out to the side, bring it out to the side. Right hand stays on the floor. Take maybe the interlock with the index finger and your middle finger around the big left toe. Get lighter on your two fingers on the right hand. Maybe you can place your right hand into the middle of your chest. Balance. Woo. Then place it back. Then step your feet mat width distance and sink your hips low on the exhale. Yes, Yogi Squat. Long tailbone down, sternum forward, reach those arms, interlace the fingers, and steeple pose style, lifting up on the inhale. Exhale, lower down, hands in front of the heart. Again, inhale, lengthen, stand up. Exhale, lower down. Weight is in the heels if you can. Now turn the feet forward into a forward fold, bending one knee and then the other. Now we go for a variation in the forward fold. Inhale first, halfway lift. And And then exhale, bend your knee and take your right hand around your right knee pit and the left hand around your left knee pit and find your opposite shin. Then straighten the legs if you can and move your upper body towards your knees. Bend the knees to release, placing those hands halfway lift and jump back into Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, move back to your downward facing. Pedal it out, whatever you need. Other side, left leg rising on an inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring knee in towards the nose. Step it on the inhale and sweep the arms up into high lunge. Strong right leg. Exhale, twist open to an easy twist to the left side of your mat. And then the right elbow crosses over to your left knee. You can help. Bring the right hand on top of the left, prayer twist, and let those thumbs come as close as possible, not to the nipple, not to the armpit, but as close to the heart center. So in between the chest. Maybe you can split the arms open in two. You don't have to. And inhale, coming back to easy twist. Arms rise up, twisting forward, twisting your right heel 90 degrees, and do your variation. Right hand follows the left arm, left chest, right chest, left chest, open. And then go to your reverse warrior, right hand still now leaning onto your right thigh, looking down or up. Side angle pose, but no support. Take the left hand in front of your hip, in front of the belly. Inhale, make a bind with the right hand onto your left thigh, your hip bone. And coming back to side angle. No support here, but if you need, take the support, place your elbow down. And there we go again to the reverse, maybe looking up this time. And exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, coming back to warrior two. Breathing. At the exhale, you plant your hands, turn the back heel up, lifting forward to the front of the mat. Left hand stays. Then take your right leg out and around. Now right hand, index finger, middle finger, and the thumb. Yogi toe lock around your big toe. Get lighter on the left hand. Maybe you wobble, maybe you fall. Do it with grace. And then letting the leg go. Halfway lift, reach those arms all the way around. So high mountain. Step your feet nice and wide, mat width. Come into your Yogi Squat. Wiggle. Get your hips as far forward in between the heels as you can. Long spine. Steeple style pose with the hands. Index fingers are released. And lifting up on an inhale. Exhale, sink down. Strong core, strong back muscles. Inhale, lengthen. Feel where the weight travels when you want to stand up. Hands down. Now I'm stepping a little bit more down. We're going for the forward fold, the variation, bent knees. Left elbow goes around the left knee pit. Right elbow around the right knee pit. Fold over, hold your shin bones. Work your chest down towards your knees. Work your forehead in between till you find the tops of your hands. Then bend, release. Now, crow pose. Lift the knees as high into your armpits as you can go. Transfer the weight into the hands. Lift one leg, lift the other, lift them both. Hold and breathe. Jump back on the exhale and lower. Or step back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, moving back to your downward facing. Wiggle it out. Nothing happened. Maybe it worked, maybe it didn't. Doesn't matter. You do what you can today. Right leg, lifting three-legged dog, step it through on the exhale. Inhale, lifting those arms up, high lunge. Easy twist. Left elbow goes crossing over. Prayer hands. Twist it, side angle. Now, if you can go for the bind. Find the other hand. If you cannot, just come as close. Hold your shirt. Then step your left foot 1 or 2 steps to next to the other, the right one. Then lifting up the right heel. Maybe you stay here. We go for twisted flamingo. Not easy. I'm struggling here. Take the right leg over, just the ankle over the left knee. Fold in like a halfway lift. Reach the chest forward. Keep breathing. It's a wonderful flamingo. And then step your right foot back. Now step your left foot back. All with the breath. Split those arms in 2. Inhale. Lifting those arms up. Exhale, move it back down. And make a vinyasa of your choosing. I go now for Sphinx pose, so I hope you did not go into Cobra. If you were in Cobra, then come back. Sphinx pose, elbows down, point the toes far back, elongate the legs, and get tension out of your lower back. Now, I'm rolling my hand palms inward, place my forehead onto my arms, and I just wiggle my feet from side to side. I really feel my lower back here, and I need release, maybe you too. Then extend again. Take your hands next to the body, tuck the toes under, and then one piece you go up, or you go up through the knees. Yes, high plank, and then move on the exhale back to down dog. Other side, left leg rising on the inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, sweep those arms, high lunge. Exhale. Right elbow crosses over the left knee. You can do the previous one too, of course. Hands on top of each other in prayer. Maybe you can go here for the bind or stay here. It's all fine. Help your hand go for the bind. Let your top arm go around. Take hold, look down. Right foot steps 1 step or in 2 steps next to the left one. Lift your left heel. Now start rising. Find the balance, crossing the left ankle over the right knee. Try to straighten the right knee. Lean forward. Think flat back here. Pull that belly in. Reach the crown long. Twisting. Yes, it's a twisted flamingo. Then step it easy back. Then step also easy back. Not so easy. Your right leg back. Come in and lift your arms on the inhale. High lunge. Exhale, step it back to high plank. Lean forward and down. Chaturanga. Lay yourself down. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Reach the chest through those upper arms. Long spine, long legs. If you want just more room, go for a seal. Extend those arms. Maybe walk them slightly forward. Then bend the elbows back to the floor. Move back with the buttocks. Oh, she's up to something. We go for a headstand right away. So you're on your buttocks, whatever headstand you like, shoulders press in. So do the measurements first. Take your fingers around the triceps. Take the hands out. Make a basket from the interlaced fingers. Place the crown of the head down and come walk in any amount and lifting up those legs. Press into those forearms. Shoulders lift up into the sockets. Belly's nicely drawn in. I got a visitor here. Ooh. And then move easy back. Then, if you want, you can go for variation 2. The unsupported headstand. So again, make the measurements. Take your hands around your upper triceps. Place the forearms in front of your knees. Yes, then place the head in front of your fingertips so you can see your own fingertips. And then lifting up or place the knees on top of your elbows. You don't have to go up. And I got more kisses from the dog, so my concentration is a little bit gone, but it's sweet. So whenever you're there, take your time to come back out of your tripod headstand. Take a couple of breathers, let it sink in. You always get sweaty hands. Now I go for a tin soldier. It's a different variation from headstand, but my one foot stays on the floor. So maybe first watch. I would do every variation there's possible. So my hands go out to the side. I bend my right leg in, my heels very close. I take my right hand as well, take the top of my right foot, and then I turn my right knee upward. So I'm balancing on my head, my foot, left foot, and my left hand. Just breathe, just play with this one. So then the other variation could be, take my hand back, and I go first to the other side. Then I take my left hand in between the legs and take the top of my left foot. And I swirl my left knee out and around and go for my tin soldier, balancing on my head, my right foot, and my right hand. Then I come back the same way I came in and swirl my hand, my left hand. Then I go for another variation. I take my right foot, but my left hand, and I swirl my knee up towards the sky. It's a nice variation. And then move it back. Now I take it in between, and then you feel that the knee does only want to go sideways. The variation upward feels nicer. Now, left leg, right arms comes around. Knee goes out and around, and as high as I can get it, as high as you can get it. Breathe. Keep pressing the shoulders away from ears. Don't shrug your neck. Let it go back. I take it now from in between the legs, and I let it go around and sideways. So you see, it's all different variations. Nice to play with, so stop the video if you want. Bring the arm back and then lower your buttocks down. Sorry for my buttocks in the camera. But otherwise you have no clue what I'm talking about. Child's pose to let's settle everything in. And when you're settled in, heart and headline are aligned, then come to an upright position and sweep your arms sideways and around, and interlace those hands behind your neck and arch upwards. If you crunch your neck, it will take the crunch out of your neck. Maybe I feel like a deserved child's pose with your arms forward, rounding the spine, coming forward, tucking the toes under. Exhale, moving back in downward facing dog. Take time if you need longer. Right leg is rising, bend the knee in and step it through. Right arm sweeps up and around and forward over your right ear. Then I switch with my left foot to the sharp outer edge of my foot. And I'm going for my side plank with bent knee. And I straighten out if you can. Otherwise, keep the arm bent and the knee bent. Then lean the right leg back on top of the left. Bring your right arm over your left ear. Inhale, move it back to the hip. Coming to a high plank. Move forward and down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, moving back to downward facing. We move to the other side. Left leg is rising on an inhale. Exhale, step it through next to your left thumb. Now, left arm opens the heart and peels the chest open. And turn to the right outside edge of your foot. Then again, knee in, go for your Vasisthasana, side plank. Extend the legs if you can, lifting up both hips. Keep your standing leg, the left one. Oh, it's the right one, I'm sorry. Nice and strong. Then lower the left leg. Bring your left arm over your ear line, hips up. Move the hand back to the hip, back down to the floor. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, moving back. Downward facing. Hop forward to a seated position. Come into your Navasana, lifting up the legs. Arms are floating. And we go for a little belly twist. Exhale, go to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Maybe you want to go heavier. Straighten the legs. Continue. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Long spine. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, center. Now, left arm on the outside of your right leg. Open the right arm on an inhale. Exhale, bring it back to center. Right hand on the outside of your left knee or left thigh. And then you go Ardha Navasana. Then Navasana. So low boat. Exhale, regular boat. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, regular. Cross the ankles, coming forward. Place your heels in the same line behind each other. Then walk your fingertips forward. Let your tailbone and tush go back so you have a long spine, and lean any amount forward. Let the spine, the neck relax. Maybe you take a couple of breathers here, and then place your left hand, follow the left arm, left chest, collarbone, and then bring it out to the side. Then coming, right hand down, moving the hips up and left arm over your ear. So lift up the hips, sinking the hips down. Left hand goes down, right arm goes up, over, and back to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, fold from the hips, long spine. Reaching the chest forward, extending the arms, walking your hands back. Right hand stays, follow the collarbones, right, left, and maybe you open the left arm. Open the chest, left arm goes up to the sky, back to horizontal. Bring the left hand down, lean on this left hand and lift on the inhale, the hips forward and up, right arm crosses the right ear line. And on the exhale, move it back, arm sideways, right hand down, left arm reaches up on the inhale, and on the exhale, it comes next to the right hand, so front to the mat. Leaning forward, extending the spine, shoulders drop into the socket, and then come back to a seated position. Move a little bit back to the back of your mat, extend your left leg. Bring the right knee in. We go to half lotus, if I'm correct. Oh, no, we go to our compass pose. So take with your left hand your right foot, bringing up on the inhale the right arm. Thread the needle in between the right leg and left arm. And move that knee pit, the right knee pit, over your right shoulder. Then place the right hand outside of your right hip. And start extending any amount your right leg. Then if the leg is extended, move the elbow towards the left side of your mat. Maybe you have so much flexibility that you can lean the back of your head to your right shin bone. So this is your compass pose. Then keep the knee pit over your right elbow, lifting up. Go for your 8-angle pose. Stretch out the legs, move your hips back, reach your chest forward, and moving back, lowering down. Release, hands down, lower the legs, exhale, lift the legs, lower the legs, inhale, exhale, lift the legs. Oh, a lot of tummy work here. Keep on going, you can do it. Do your best, you can bend the knees too, it's a little lighter. Then take the other side, left knee bends. Lift the foot, right hand takes the sole of the foot. Keep the shin parallel with the floor. Long spine, chest is very close to your upper left thigh. Reach the left arm up and thread the needle. Then round the spine, bring your knee pit, the left one, over your left shoulder. Take with your right hand over the top of the left foot, the outside of the foot. If your left hip wants to lift up, let it happen. Yeah, if it can stay down, great. And then start straightening any amount. This left leg, twisting to the right side with your upper body, moving the left elbow to the right side of the mat, leaning your head maybe against your shin bone. So by doing that, you move your left leg more up north. So meaning more up towards the sky. Then when you come back, leave the knee or move it back on top of your shoulder, lifting the right leg, lifting up your buttocks, crossing the right leg over the left ankle. Hips go back, chest go forward, extend your right leg, the lower leg, which is closer. The other one will be staying bent. Then come back, lift, sit your bum down. Yes, fingertips down. Lower on the inhale, exhale, lift. Lower on the inhale, exhale, lift. Pull that belly in, let nothing pop out. Keep the core nice and tight, pull it in. Then again, cross your ankles. Good job. Now just take some circles. Just organically. Doesn't have to look pretty. Just has to feel good. Like the whole class. Has to feel good. You can work, but not overdo the work. Then long spine, arching the back. Exhale, rounding. So cat-cow in a seated position again. And then swirl to the other side. I always feel like a water plant here. So feel yourself as a water plant, playing on the stream of the river, moving in any direction where it wants to go. It's not worried about looking pretty. It's just moving. So that's how you move your body. Just feel. Breathe. Arching the spine on an inhale. Rounding. Come to a neutral seat. And I think we go now soon. Yes. Here we are. Let your left leg be loose, your left foot be floppy. Not many times that I say that. Because you go in half lotus and you ease your way into that pose. Bring the right knee in towards the chest. Protect your knee joint. Then open the right knee out to the side. And then move the left heel in close towards your left hip bone. And then let it sink wherever it wants to sink on the thigh. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, going forward. Wherever the hands land, they land. Then reach the chest forward. And on the exhale, you bow forward. Breathe here. Arms sweep back up. Twist your left hands to the outer right knee and look over your right shoulder. Now strong left leg. If you want to continue, you can bring your right arm around your back, holding the right foot, twisting your upper body back to center, lifting on the inhale your left arm, moving, folding forward over your left thigh. So now when you're here, your right shoulder wants to pop up. Move the right shoulder down next to the left one. Keep reaching forward on every inhale and allowing to bow on the exhale. Release the pose. Bending the right, left knee as well. And come into whole Padmasana, the full lotus, only if it's in your practice. Now I go for the full bind. If that's impossible, hold your elbows. Hold your elbows. Don't go in prayer. Hold your elbows. Arch your back. Belly draws in. Exhale, move forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw yourself to the floor. Pull the belly in. At the end, your forehead will come down onto the floor. And then, of course, there's a deeper, and your chin will touch the floor. But don't go for the chin. Your spine needs to be feeling good. Let's get rid of the interlacement. Hands, feet. Ease yourself out of your lotus. Bend the knees. And then we go, of course, to the other one. Now the right leg is passive. No energy in there. Take your left knee in and close the knee joint. And then open the knee out to the side. So it's an external rotation. And then bring your left foot into your right hip bone. Sweep those arms. Now tighten the right leg. Sweep your arms up and go for a forward fold. Inhale, lengthen spine first, and then deepen. So here you feel that the shoulders are even. But with the bind version, you feel in this case when you're in Padmasana on the left side, that your left shoulder wants to move up. So just feel, notice the difference. Inhale, come out of the pose. Exhale, let the pose go. Then, left arm sweeps around on the inhale, place it. Take the left hand on the exhale, right hand on the exhale on your left outer knee and twist. Go for a bind. Left arm swirls behind your lower back. Try to hold or find your toes, still in a twisting version. Then breathe still a little more. Take your hand to your chest and turn the chest forward. Maybe readjust your hips. Arm rises up on an inhale, right arm. Exhale, move forward. Yes. Now, left shoulder's probably a little bit more up, so turn it any degree, a little bit more parallel to the right one. It doesn't happen on one day, but over time you will be square with your shoulders and your chest. Inhale, lifting halfway up. Exhale, release the pose. Then knee comes into the chest to come safely out of the lotus and just wiggle those knees. Right knee comes in again. Loose left leg. External rotation of the right hip joint or right femur bone. And then come into your Padmasana. It's always right over left and then left over right. That's a traditional one. Then place your hands forward, lift up your knees, round the spine and lifting up in Utplutihi. Utplutihi is very good for your belly, your concentration. Your gaze is on the tip of the nose and we're almost there. So just the last bit to get you working before we go to relaxation. Now open the hand palms. Take the index finger and your thumb, meet them, and then extend the other 3 fingers. Then Kumbhaka. Lift up the chest, inhale, and then drop the chin onto your chest bone very high. Breathe deeply here. We will be here for a couple of breaths. Let the breath travel up and down the spine. As we know, the spine is our energy center. If your spine is flexible, your energy will flow. So today my spine was not so flexible. Release. Coming forward, rolling forward. Maybe you take the hands a little closer, bend the elbows, and then try to shoot those legs back and then come into a low plank. As graceful as you can do it. Lifting up into a cobra, moving back to your heels and a downward dog. Look forward, step, hop or float. Halfway lift, we do 1 full vinyasa, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. Exhale, back to forward fold, release the head down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, jump back or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. And this last vinyasa feels so different than the first one, doesn't it? And then you jump forward. You turn your back to the front of the mat and you roll down. You roll down. You extend your legs. But if you have lower back issues, like me today, maybe you want to go to a restorative one. Place your feet on the outer edges of the mat. Let your knees drop in and let your lower back sink so you're totally supported. Then over time, you can extend those legs again, or you stay. Settle in to your resting pose. One last movement to really feel and let the class, this yoga practice, integrate into your body in full rest. Your heart rate will drop. Your breath will slow down. Your mind will ease, and then it will act up. So give your mind an easy task. Follow your breath. Follow the inhale, how it inflates the body. And follow the exhales, how you can sink deeper onto the floor and let go. Simple task, ease of mind, resting pose. Enjoy. I will wake you up later. So really, really enjoy and settle in. A little bit more of an active breath, bringing you back in the here and now to this moment. Start wiggling the wrists, the fingers, the ankles, and rippling in towards the whole center of the body. Maybe crossing your right leg, ankle over. I'm having troubles with the left and right. Move, yes, it's correct. Right ankle over your left knee, twist to the side. And then also twist to the other side. Always look to the opposite where the knees go. So if your knees move to the right, you look to the left. Then come back. Undo the crossing. Left ankle over and move over the right knee and move over to the right. Gaze to the left. Release, still no muscle tension. You came out of relaxation, so let it be relaxed. Let there be pops coming in your lower back, upper back, mid back. Let's save you a trip to the chiropractor. Then move back and roll to the other side. So the crossing of the legs, they stay the same. And look over with the head to your right side. Slowly move back, hug the knees in, maybe shimmy the knees back and forth. And then crossing those ankles and rolling up and down over the long line of your spine from neck or shoulders to the tailbone. Belly is engaged here. And then again, take the hands on the knees and just draw circles outward, inward, any way you like it. And then twist the knees to the left side. Gaze over to the right, so two knees on top of each other. And then coming back to center, knees in towards the chest, and move them over to the other side. And easy coming back, gaze back, knees back. Pull the knees in towards the chest. Maybe a happy baby. So take the outer edges or the outer ankles and then extend the knees towards the floor. Maybe extend the legs and then roll to your right side, fetal position. Snooze moment. If you're done, extend your top leg, plant your hands and come sideways and up. And go in a seat of your choosing. Can be Lotus because we did a couple. Can be half Lotus. Can be just easy cross-legged seat. And sit in a tall, upright position, hands towards your heart. Reach those arms up towards the sky. Open those arms and let fall in from heaven so it wants to fall in. Everything from above is good, so gather it. Narrow those hands and seal it into your heart. From my heart, sincerely to your heart. Namaste. And thank you so much with practicing with me. Leave me some comments.